chest up and in, I have to go right shoulder to right shoulder. My right shoulder, that's it. Okay, that's the easiest way to learn. So all I'm going to do is start by putting my right shoulder next to this right shoulder. And then my right hand, I'm going to take the other side and I'm going to put it right on his lap. So right shoulder, taking my right hand, I'm putting it on his lap. And then I'm going to take this hand, and I'm just going to grab his elbow and pull it. So that puts him in a position where he's grabbing my lap, and then with his other hand, he's latching onto my elbow. So, just some things you have to know about under over. You cannot stand up straight, your hips cannot be into them. You have to keep a good deal of distance between your hips and his hips. Okay? You don't want to stand up tall. You stand up tall, and then the next thing you know, this guy's level changing, and he's pulling our hips in, he's locking us up tight. So we got to make sure we don't stand up tall. One of the things that I always talk about is, since I'm right shoulder, that means my right foot is my lead foot, and I have to get it inside his feet at all times, not in front of his feet, inside his feet. Now, the next thing that I do is I'm constantly trying to slightly turn this hip and put pressure down on this arm here. I'm constantly trying to put pressure on this arm so that he is not in the same position that I'm in. Because this right here is identical position. If I step here and do this, look at his body here. We are not in identical position. I've got pressure on his arm, my foot is in between his feet, my hip is slightly turned. So every score that I want to get is available to me now because I've got this pressure on it. If you just a position. All right, so let's start by just working on position. We're going to start right shoulder to right shoulder. We're going to pull the lat, pull the elbow, and then we're just going to get our hips back and then work to get our foot inside. So all we're going to do is we're going to get to position, and then I'm going to step and get to position. I'm going to back out like I'm working, and then it's all we're doing. Just to kind of get used to the position. You guys understand that? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. You're going to grab him, or you want them to work together? They can work together. We're not doing any throws or anything. Right shoulder, work to get position. Both guys, back and forth, work to get your foot inside. Turning your hips slightly. Just look at me. You don't want to be like this, you want to stretch it out. Want your feet closer together. Hips slightly turn in, that's about it. That's about it. Okay, now back out, let him do it. Keep going back and forth, keep going back and forth. Step it in, the closer you bring this elbow to your ribs,